Hey, it's Jason again. It's Friday early afternoon, and I just wanted to do another quick update. First of all, thanks for all the emails and stuff congratulating me on the remission. It's a really cool thing that I did get to remission, and I'm really happy about it, but as I explained to everyone, getting to remission from those cancer meds was just the first step, and now we have to do the transplant. So it's really cool that I got there. I'm just not doing backflips because I still have to go through the stem cell transplant, which I've explained to everyone many times. But I just quickly wanted to talk about a letter I got this morning from a woman named Margie in Cincinnati, and she told me about a lot of the symptoms that she was getting, and she stumbled on my videos on YouTube, and has the same bleeding disorder that I had, and the MGUS, which is a protein, a precancerous protein in her blood. She says that she's had some bleeding and lost a couple inches on her height, and she's got bone pain, and for some reason she's not going to the doctor. And I wrote her back very quickly and said that she needs to go to the doctor and have her doctors either contact me or contact my doctors or watch my videos. So I just wanted to explain a little bit, just in case her doctors or she are watching this video. There is a direct link between acquired von Willebrand syndrome, MGUS, and multiple myeloma. And the bone pain, I had the same thing, and I ended up with a fractured vertebrae in my back, which left me absolutely debilitated, as any of my friends and family can tell you. They were looking for multiple myeloma in me for 4 years, and my bone marrow had continuously given false negatives because it was working extra to create and develop platelets and white blood cells and that sort of thing. So I don't know how to stress to you, Margie, and your doctors how important it is to do another bone marrow biopsy. And the doctors won't tell you this, and that's why I'm happy to do it, because no one can come after me for giving you wrong advice or malpractice or anything like this. But I know that when you have those kinds of symptoms, my doctors were very quick to give me a PET scan, which can find lesions in your bones where your bones might be weakening or be fractured or whatnot. And I don't know, you have to go back to the doctor. You have to find out as much as you can. You have to get all the proper tests bone marrow biopsies are important because those will tell you really what's going on in your bone marrow. There's just the PET scan will find out if you got any lesions on your bones. If you're in this much pain and you've got these kinds of symptoms, you have got to seek out treatment. If you want to talk to my doctors, I'm happy to put you in touch with them. Or if your doctors are watching this now, you gotta make the link between these three things. I had a team of doctors around the world working on my case, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you the truth. And it took them a while to figure this out, and even once they figured it out and they were looking for the disease, they still couldn't find it because my body was producing false negatives. So I can't stress to you how important it is. I don't care how bad you think your doctors are or how frustrated you are with the treatment or the diagnosis. You got to go back and take care of this, because you don't want to develop full-on multiple myeloma. You can catch it early. There are tons of things you can do, and you're still pretty young, 49 or whatnot, but you got a lot of signs and symptoms that are screaming to be checked out, and you gotta do that. So like I said, whatever I can do to put you in touch with the right people or give you some more information about what I went through, I'm happy to do it, but totally critical. don't get frustrated with the treatment. You gotta stick with it, and just hope that your doctors will, seek out the right studies and information that's out there, because something's going on, and I'd love it. I'd love to help if I can to put you along the right path. But anyway, so the remission here is pretty good. How am I feeling? Well, it's pretty strange. I had to take all these tests prior to the transplant, and I had to take a breathing test and a CT scan, an echocardiogram, which is like a sonogram of your heart. Where they like take a little thing and like put gel on it and look all around. They can actually see your heart beating and stuff like that. I had to get an EKG. I had to do a PET scan again. I had to do a CT scan of my whole body. I had to get x-rays of my chest and sinuses. So they're pretty thorough about it. But what they found was, and it was terrifying, they called me one day and said, "Oh, we found something in your lung, a spot on your lung." And I nearly shit myself, because I just, after finding out a few days earlier that I'd been in remission, the last thing I wanted to hear is they found something on my lung. But what they said was they found what they thought was consistent with pneumonia, and I haven't really felt sick for a few weeks. I'm actually getting sick now, but I think it's just a cold. I don't think it's pneumonia, but apparently there's some stuff going on in my lungs, and if it is pneumonia, then it's asymptomatic pneumonia or walking pneumonia, whatever you want to call it. But if that's the case, then they'd have to wait until that clears out of my lungs before I can do the transplant. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that we have to be very careful of before I do the transplant. But as most of you know, I sent out an email yesterday talking about the treatment, and I am going to be messed up. I'm going to be pretty weak and tired, and probably not able to completely take care of myself. And I'm going to need some people around, and I really appreciate all the people who have offered to come and hang out. Again, it's not going to be major. It's mostly just going to be sitting around shooting the breeze, watching television. But they told me I'm probably not going to be able to cook for myself and do some of these other things, just because I'll be drained of my energy and still pretty weak once I get home. But this whole process is going to start in mid-February. I'm actually going to put the calendar on Google to share, so that everyone can just see what's happening with the treatment, and volunteer to come and hang out, whether it's at the hospital or chemo or doing the clinic stuff, outpatient clinic, injections and things. I have to wrap this up in a couple minutes because YouTube only lets you do 10 minutes. So look out for that. I'll send out the email again so that everyone can see where that calendar is, and come and hang out. Again, it's not a lot of responsibility. You're not going to have to do much. It's just to keep an eye on me. But if this business happens with the pneumonia, then the whole thing's going to be pushed off, because there's no way they're going to do a bone marrow transplant, stem cell transplant, if there's pneumonia in my lungs. So let's hope that it's not pneumonia. Let's hope it was just some weird thing in my lung that's not cancerous either, which they say it's not. But again, thanks for all the support and emails and stuff. Also, as you know, the Patriots won, and look, I got my Patriots jersey on. I want everyone to see it. Anyway, so I'm going to be having a Super Bowl party here on February 3rd. Just email me, and I'll give you directions if you want to come, even if some of these strangers are in New York City and want to come to my Super Bowl party. Should be a lot of fun, and that's going to be like a week before I start really doing a lot of the hardcore stuff with chemo and everything. So it's kind of like a little party before the shit goes down. It'd be great to see everyone. So as I said, email me. I'll get you the directions. I'm also going to send out an Evite for my close friends, and watch the Patriots kick the snot out of the Giants. So all is pretty well here. I am getting a little cold. Hopefully this pneumonia is nothing, but in general I'm off the meds and I'm feeling pretty good. Almost halfway normal, I should say. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll do another update soon, and take care.